Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. How's everybody doing today? Hope you all having a great day. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Catherine. Welcome to the channel. On here, we talk relationship, life as a whole. So, if you are looking for anything like that, you are in the right place. I haven't been live here for I think 2 or 3 days now, y'all. I've been under the weather, but I need to get back. Today I got some question here on this some spicy question we can answer. Or if you guys also have other questions, you can put it down below in the comment. Okay. So let's get started here, cause we ain't gonna the live today ain't gonna be too long. Like I said, I'm not feeling too well, but so let's get started. I have the question here. I took this question from the web, so we're gonna try and answer it. Let's see. We have up to let me see how many questions. We ain't gonna do all. We got like 15 questions. Like I said, if you have questions too, you can put in the comment. Sorry for any advance. I might be coughing here. Um, what's up? Which one should we go for first? Okay. What's your biggest at any time of the video? If I ask a question, please put your answer down below too. I will answer mine, but I also want you to put your answer down below. Like I said, if you have question as well, put it down below. Okay. Okay. Let's go with the first one. As I ask a question, I'm gonna try to play it out so I don't ask the same question twice. Okay. The first question here, I'm gonna be reading from my phone by the way. What's your what's your biggest relationship deal breaker and why is it so important to you? Can you hear me? I would have to say a deal breaker would be bad hygiene or yeah, smell matter a whole lot to me. I don't you can be a 10, but if you don't smell good, That's a deal breaker. Or someone who just like self-centered. They just talk about themselves a whole lot, don't care about the other person as well. And also, I would have to say, someone who lie. That's a deal breaker for me as well. So, put your answer below. I'm gonna take that one out. Um, let's see. Ooh. Already said, what's something you guys out like if y'all participating in this life, we're gonna go at least a little longer. But if it's just me doing the talking, we ain't gonna be here long. So put your answer down below, okay? So they have our next question. Okay, let me put this down a little bit. It said, what's okay, no. I'm reading the wrong question. Okay, so what is something you have always wanted to try in a bedroom but haven't yet, and why? Um, let me think. Nothing. I was have to say nothing really. Um, I don't know. I would say I have tried everything I wanted to try. I can't think about anything that I wanted to try that I haven't tried yet. Um, yeah, but if I think about something, we'll come back to that question. So let me write this question. Let me put this number down right here. If I think about anything else, we'll come back to that. So I would definitely have to say nothing for now. Because I feel like I have tried everything I wanted to try in the bedroom. So comment down below what's something that you have always wanted to try but you haven't tried yet in the bedroom. If I think about anything, I will come back to that question. But like I said, I don't have anything yet that I've always wanted to try that I haven't tried. I can't think about anything because I feel like if you want to try something and have the opportunity to do it, do it. If you don't like it, don't try again. Um, let's see. Okay. Have you ever had a crush on a friend, partner? How did you navigate that situation? No, absolutely not. I would, I wouldn't say a crush, but like just admiring how maybe that person do things, you know. But yeah, I wouldn't say a crush. Um, when was the last? When was the last time you felt truly vulnerable with a partner? What was the experience like? Um, I would just have to say, being at your worst and being at your worst, and you needed your partner, and they wasn't there in the way that you would have expected them to be there. So yeah, I would have to say that. Oh shoot, what question was that? Um, mm, mm, mm. So like just being at my worst and needing my partner to be there and it wasn't there the way in which I wanted them to be there, or or taking everything to be about them, but not caring about what I was going through at the moment. So I'll have to say that. What's the? Am I skipping question already? Hold on. Um, okay, we done with one. Um, have you ever had? Oh no, we already did that. Okay, what the most romantic gesture you ever? What the most romantic gesture you ever received or given? I would have to say a proposal. Um, so next, okay, how do you feel about love languages? What's your primary love language and how do you express it? I would have to say I like giving. Um, I also like receiving as well. Um, More passionately, I would have to say I'm more passionate, like always a being supportive partner. Um, so yeah, and more. I think everybody have a love language there, so I think you just have to pay attention to your partner. If they tell you they like certain things, pay attention to that. Oh, the next one. How do you feel? Yeah, more. I would have to say giving, receiving, and being supportive. You know, just being there when they need me, stuff like that. Um, how do you how do you handle conflicts or disagreement in your relationship? What communication style do you use? That's a good one. I like that one. How do I would have to say, like, if I'm at a, like, if we're in a relationship that is problem, it won't be a surprise. I'm the type of person, I'm very expressive. So if there is a problem in a relationship, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm not going to hide it from you. I'm going to make sure that I express that. And also, if I'm talking to you, I expect you to listen to me, or if you're talking, I expect to listen to you as well. But if we at a point like we just like going back to back, and we are not hearing each other, I would just have to say we should take a step back, then we can reevaluate the situation. Also, one thing that I also dislike, I always say, like, if you feel upset or if you are so mad at a moment and you feel like you're gonna do something or say something that's gonna hurt your partner feeling, take a step back. Just we'll take a walk or take a drive. Just relax. Then go somewhere quiet. Later, when everybody's calmed down, you guys can reevaluate that situation or talk about it to find a better way to solve the issue. But I also dislike people who just like, if they're upset, they would just like say all the more. mean that stuff to you, then later they apologize for it. So I always feel like if you upset, take a break until you calm down. So when you are expressing yourself, you're actually telling your partner how you feel or what you're trying to get out of the situation. Um, let's see. And I hate people who just like just be cursing you, your whole family. They just like say mean stuff just to get you right out. I don't like that. Um, Let me see. This is it. Oh, okay. I'll go to number 7. What's your opinion on social media? Um, Social media. No, in modern relationship has it been more harmful or helpful, and in your experience? Social media can be a good and bad things. I feel when you're in a relationship, you don't have to tell the whole world your whole business. You and your partner are the one that in that relationship, so you don't have to tell the whole world. Whatever going on in your relationship, at it, um, if you guys are having misunderstanding that relationship and you tell the whole world what's going on, and if you take like if you also your people will start to tell you what to do, what not to do, even though it can be a good and bad things, but at times it will lead to a breakup. Or especially if you do care about that person, then you want to take them back and stuff like that. So, for the most part, I just feel like there are some stuff that should be kept private in your relationship. You don't have to tell the whole world your business. Yeah, some stuff should be kept private. I know, today everybody want to tell people how the relation is, how perfect it is when they're having fun, which is not a bad thing. You can, do it moderation, but you don't have to tell everybody in detail everything about your relationship. That's my personal, that's just my personal opinion, how I feel about social media today. Um, Cause not everybody are happy for your relationship. So if you tell the whole world what's going on in your relationship, that just gave them a room for them to put a 2 cent in there. So you guys should have certain things private in your relationship. Um, if you're having problem with your partner is the one that you should be having that discussion with, not social media. Um, what's the next question? Have you ever ghosted someone or been ghosted? How did that affect you? Um, I don't think I have ever ghosted somebody, but when it comes to forms, I'm very bad with forms and stuff like that. So I feel like if you are not putting in what you want, you ain't gonna get the same from me. So if I call you, you ain't answer it, or and you call me, I'm not gonna pick up either. So I feel like whatever whatever you put in, you're gonna get. If you put in the work, I'm gonna put in the work as well. So, and also if you just want to call and talk and you don't have anything to talk about, or like you ain't doing anything to help the relationship, you just want to be on the phone or just call me when you need me, yeah, I'm gonna start to back off from that. And sometimes you'll call me, I'm not gonna pick up. So that's just how it works. Or if I'm telling you, we need to do more than just be on the phone. We need to, you know, do other stuff and some other activities, but you only want to call me when you need me and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna start not to even pick up your phone, and I can be on my phone if you call me. I feel like it's not important, or I feel like you ain't doing anything to get me to pick up my phone, I'm not gonna pick my phone up. Um, let's see. Like the part of me being ghosted, I mean, you can kind of feel like if somebody is tired with a relationship. I don't know why people don't figure that out when somebody feel like they don't want to take the relationship to the next level. You should be able to see that because the person energy going to start to back off. So, that's something that you should be very observant. If somebody's pulling the energy, you should be able to notice it. Um, and if you don't call me, I'm not gonna keep calling you back and be like, why you answer my phone? Why you like? Maybe you don't want to be there, so I'm not gonna keep calling you. I mean, in life, sometimes we make mistakes and stuff like that, especially when you just starting a new relationship or when you're very young, you are naive to those stuff. Yeah, you make those mistakes, but when you are a grown person, when you have grown, you have made mistakes, relationship mistake. You should know if somebody's pulling the energy or they are not there for the right reason. For me, at this point, like I'll just if you don't call, I'm not calling you. So yeah, if you pull your energy, I'm gonna pull my energy back as well. Or um, if I feel like you ain't there for the right reason, I'm gonna start to um draw my energy back and just back up. But let me see. Huh? Hold on. What's one rumor you've heard about relationships that you think is completely false? I feel sometimes people put on a good face, acting like the relationship is all perfect. Um, in real life, when it's not, or when they are very miserable in a relationship, but they just put on a good face, like telling people that they're having a good time or they are happy in a relationship, that their relationship is perfect, but it's not. So I would have to say, yeah, that's yeah. If you could change one thing about your current or past relationship, what would it be? Um, my current past relationship. If I was to change one thing, I would have to say listening to my intuition. Definitely, I would have to say listen to your intuition. If something is off, or if something is not, if something does not seem right, it's probably not right. So if your intuition is telling you something, listen to it. Or if somebody who is very close to that person tell you something, you should probably just be more observant of that about your like if they tell you something about your partner, just be a little observant and just overlook it. Even though we shouldn't be listening to other people's opinion about our relationship, but just be observant, especially if you're just getting to know that person. Um, And one thing too, I would have to say, when you are in a relationship, especially when you guys are just together, be very mindful of certain things that a person will do around you, or when they are not around you as well, or how the person treats you. Then when you and the person are together, it's a whole different thing. the feel or the vibe is different, but when you guys are apart, it's different. Just be mindful and be a little bit more observant to see if is this person is something is not right, or is something smell like fish, it's probably fish. So let's see what's the next one. And I would also have to say not going longer in a relationship when you feel like um when you start to notice that the person you and the person are not, you can love somebody, but if you start to feel like you and the person are not on the same page, or the person wants something different than what you're looking for, not just wasting too much time on that, just move on. Take your loss a little early if you start to notice that. um don't just assume that that person gonna change. I don't care what a person might be going through. Because me personally, I wouldn't, no matter what I'm going through, I'm not going to mistreat my partner. I'm going to try to give them my best, even if I'm having a bad day, right? So if you are with your partner, I don't care what they're going through, they treat you wrong, and you see some sign that they are not there for the right reason. Don't just stick there. Um, they're just going to waste your time, especially when nothing is changing. Things is still the same. Um, let's see what next. I think is that it. Anybody have questions or you want to ask before I end the live? I think I answered all the questions. Oh, that's one. What your perspective on what you think about inclusiveness? Like when you and your partner are very inclusive. I would have to say like when I said that's my man, right? Like if I say, yeah, I ain't gonna just be like, oh, that's my man, and I'm looking somewhere else. No, if I say you my man, that means I'm committed to you, and I expect you to be committed to me as well. And we trying to build something to the next level. So, or we are not thinking about seeing somebody else. We are just it's just you and me. That's how I feel. And we are locked in. That's how I feel about being inclusive. So um oh, we still have more. This one. If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self about relationship, what would it be? If I was to give advice to my younger self, I would have to say not being too nice. Sometimes, if I was to have to give one advice to my younger self, um, about relationship, I would have to say not being too nice. Yeah, you can still be nice, but don't just. Sometimes people will overlook you if you are too nice, and also I would have to say don't be too naive. Yeah, don't be too naive, and also don't let people cross your boundaries. If you set a boundary, somebody cross it, there should always be consequence to people crossing your boundaries. That's what I would tell my younger self. So let me see if there's any more. Actually, I like this. What y'all guys think? I was thinking about ordering a car with some question like these, or more spicy question. But I don't know. I was looking on Shein to see if they have some of those, but they didn't really have that much. But I'm gonna check Amazon to see if they have more question, like spicy question that we can actually do. So comment down below if you like this kind of content. We can probably do part one. Well, we doing part one today. We will do a part two, part three if you like something like this. Let me see if there's any more question. I think. In that question that I asked earlier, what's the most romantic gesture I ever received? Um, I say a proposal. I will have to say too, like your partner just listening to you when you guys are talking. Um, like if you told them something that you like, or you told them something long time ago, and they actually remember that. And well, a gesture that I have given, I will have to just say being there when they need me. For me, I if you tell me something, I will listen. So if you tell me something that you like or something like that, I will listen. I listen to stuff like that, or just making sure you are okay. You know. So these are, I think that's the last question I just answered. Comment down below if you guys have more questions for me. If you guys want to see a part two of this video, comment down below your questions. Go on the community page. If you want to see part two of this video, go on the community page and ask your question on there. Then I can probably do a part two tomorrow if you guys would like to. But if I don't hear from you guys on the community page that you want to hear a part two, I'll probably not do it. I will do it another time. But if you want to hear a part two tomorrow, comment down below. Put your question down below, your spicy question. We can do a part two. I would love to. Like I said, I was looking for some cars to order that would be ready for answering those stuff. So if you also have some ideas like where I can order those cars, let me know. Thank you all once again for coming to the live. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I hope your relationship is going great as well. Thank you all once again. Have a blessed evening. Bye, y'all. Stay safe.